church. This is a new vlog, so welcome to the channel. You know, time I take these braids out, but get loud. What I about to say for real? We're on our way to church. Started at 11. It's 11:18, so I ain't too late. But I was gonna go to church with my friend, but she told me she wasn't going to her church no more because her little boy had a game and it was at the same time as church, so she couldn't go. So I'm just going to my church, and I needed to come to my church anyway because I got 3 paycheck worth of tithes in my purse. And did you know I ain't been coming to my church? Well, to no church really. So we're going to church, and I'm not taking my camera in church, so I'll see y'all at the church because we gotta go get a pickup order from Walmart, and then yeah, so I'll be back after church. So I'm pretty sure y'all remember me telling y'all that I was supposed to go to church with my friend, but she ended up changing because her baby had a game. And like, God just keep on showing me how he'll put you in the places you need to be so you can hear his word or he can speak to you. Because I hadn't been to my church in a minute. And I was going to go to my friend's church with her in the morning because she had asked me if I wanted to go. And I was like, yeah, I'll go. So then she ended up calling me and was like, she couldn't go because, you know, her baby had the game. So I just was debating, like, am I still gonna go to church? So I called my mama and I asked her what time my church started because it's been starting at different times lately because my pastor had surgery. And she was like, 10:45 or 11, and it was 9. I was like, okay, I can get me some more sleep. So I went back to sleep and I slept till like 10:30, and I woke up and I was like, am I going to church? And like, I just did not want to go no more. And so I was like, you know what, I ain't sleeping, and I got me a little 2-hour nap. I'm gonna get up, get ready, and go to church. And so I went to my church, and y'all, I kid y'all not, it wasn't but like 6 people there. It was the pastor, me and my auntie was sitting together, 2 ladies sitting in front of another lady, the 2 treasurers, a lady and her husband, there's 10. It was about 15 people there for real. But it was crazy because in the vlog before this, I think I was talking about how I made up my mind and I decided that, you know, I'm not gonna let what the doctors and stuff tell me define, you know, my outcome or stress me out. Even though sometimes I might not be feeling good and all that stuff, I'm not gonna let it worry me. So today in church, my pastor, and I feel fancy, y'all. I took my iPad. Y'all know I got the Bible on here. And I was taking notes on here and on my iPad and stuff. And hold on, let me let this seat up because I'm going to pick up order. I'm just let him put it on the back seat. But yeah, and and he preached from Mark chapter 5 verse 36, and he titled it, "Do Not Be Afraid." And let me go to it so I can read it to y'all. It says, but Jesus said to him, ignore what had just been spoken to the ruler of the synagogue. Do not fear, only believe. And he titled his thing, "Do Not Be Afraid." And it was crazy because the man, his name was Jairus, and he was a king wherever they was. Like, you know, he had a high status. He was a ruler, so, you know, he was above everybody. And he was saying, like, how even if somebody like that feel like, okay, I can't go nowhere else but to God, women just feel like we can't go to him for our problems. And Jairus' daughter was sick, and he had went out. You know, like, instead of sending somebody to get Jesus for him, he was like, I'm going to find him myself. So he went out and he found Jesus, you know, out walking around. This was during the time with the lady of the issue of blood. And so the lady of the issue of blood came kind of as a hindrance to Jairus, because when they was walking through the multitude, after Jairus had found Jesus, they walked through the multitude because they was on their way to heal Jairus' daughter. And the lady of the issue of blood, you know, she had her own problems. She was like, you know what? I gotta find him. Even if I can't get close, just let me touch him. So, you know, she touched Jesus, the end of his robe. And she was healed. And it was so powerful that Jesus felt it. And he was like, who touched me? So, you know, he stopped and they was like, out of all these people that surround you, how are we supposed to know who touched you? But he was like, Jesus was like, I'm not moving until I find out. And so after finding out it was a lady with the issue of blood, one of the workers from Jairus' synagogue came and told him, like, your daughter just died, like, she dead. But it's like Jairus didn't have no worry because, you know, he used for the example, he was like, no, he not an example, but he said, you know how like when God has told us something and the enemy will come try to throw a whole lot of stuff at us, but we know what God has told us and has spoken to us, so we know what is possible and what he gonna do for us. And Jairus could have easily been like, dang, when they said she was dead, he could have lost all faith and all hope, but he didn't lose any of that of what he had. And so they went on anyway, and Jesus was like, come on, I mean, we ain't through yet. And so when they got to the synagogue, he put everybody out and was like, he was gonna go in and heal himself. And all the people was telling God, like, Jesus, like, when they were saying, like, how he gonna heal her? You know, we professionals. How he gonna, you know, make her come back to life when she dead? We know she dead because Jesus told him that the little girl was only sleeping. And the only person believed in him was Jairus because he knew what God had put in him. And he knew that his daughter was going to be healed and that he never lost his faith. And Jesus showed, and lo and behold, he went in and healed the little girl. He told her to sit up, and she stood up and sat up, and she wasn't dead no more. And he also used for, and like that just go to show us that just because we know what God has told us, what he has promised us, and what Jesus came here and died and did for us, and what all he's still going to do for us. And we know that, and when we talk to Jesus and God about certain situations, we already know he give us our answer, so we know what he gonna do and what he's telling us to do. But the enemy will try to come and throw stuff in your way and try to hinder you and try to throw off your belief of what God has already told you. But see, we need to be like Jairus and not let the enemy interfere in what God has told us. And we are, because we know that once he tell us something, it's set in stone when he gonna do it because he don't lie. Also, you know, he used that, you know, Jairus was a real wealthy man, well off. And he said he was like, a lot of times, you know, we stay going to the doctor, our situation get worse, and we just spend the money after money after money. And like, he was like, sometimes our money and what you have can't save you. It can't. You just have to know how to go to God, get on bended knee and pray to him and let him know that you handing it to him. And that'll be the only way that you can clear a situation out. And, you know, like a change that happen in your life, because what you have don't even matter if you don't have faith that God can do it for you and bring you through. What else? And he also said, the closer you get to God or try, the thicker the opposition will be. And when he said that, I was like, yeah, because the closer I got to God, the more and more things came that should have deterred my faith. And, you know, like, then, you know, you start seeing a whole lot of stuff on social media that'll make you be like, dang, do what I supposed to do, or do I supposed to do this, or, you know, believe in this. And it's like, once you start getting close to God, man, it's so much stuff that happen and that'll make you not want to believe, but you have to believe and, you know, keep the faith. What else? I already told y'all about the dilemma of the delay. Hey, I'm gonna let you put it on the back seat. Okay. On the passenger side. Yeah, that's fine. I couldn't figure out how to say that was okay.
You said what?
I couldn't figure out how to press okay for the, you know, let's say the substitution was okay.
You want them on what side?
The passenger side, in the back. Hold on, y'all. He bringing my water. Okay, before I pull off, I'm gonna finish telling y'all about church today. And he, like, and this will come into with prayer and discernment. He also said we have to know when the enemy is telling us differently from what God is telling. Because sometimes God will tell us something, and he'll put us on a path, and then we'll start getting these thoughts like that's not what I'm supposed to do, or either it'll be like something's telling you need to go another way when you already know what God has told you. So you have to have discernment to know that just as God and Jesus, just as God can talk to you, the enemy can too. He can use every way that God is using to communicate with you. So you have to be mindful and have discernment, but you only have to get discernment from being in your word and showing up being grounded in God. And then he also used for when where God told the disciples to go ahead of him across, the water, and then the storm came and they was afraid, and Jesus started walking on the water, and he told them, do not be afraid. And he was like, just like Jesus walked on that water, he'll walk all over every situation in your life that you feel like it's attacking you, but you have to have the faith and know that he'll do that for you. What else? And I wrote no matter the situation, God will come through for you. And I also wrote, don't worry, don't be afraid. I am here. Only believe. And he also said, because God didn't make us a fear, he made us of a sound mind. And we need to pray for a sound mind daily, because it be so much fear and anxiety that will try to throw you off. And it's crazy, but yeah, I needed that word, because y'all know I was going through the little health stuff myself, and like it just been throwing me all over the place. And for him to preach about, I feel like God was telling me, like, after I told him the other day and I made a decision that, I'm fine, I'm not gonna let it define me, I'm giving it to him. He would let me know the day that he hear me and that he gonna do that for me. I just have to continue to believe and have the faith that he gonna do that for me. But I know he will. So y'all, that was a word. My preacher did his thing today. And every time I be feeling like I need to go to another church, I always end up in mine. And he showed me that that's where I need to be. So I don't know why I keep trying to go anywhere. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to keep going to my church. And cause God keeps showing me you need to stay right here. So I'm gonna stay right there. But yeah, so now I think I'm about to go. I'm gonna go get my eyebrows arched if the place open, because I feel like I look a mess. Like I need to take these braids out. But if I take them out, what I'm gonna do to my hair? For one, two. Hold on, let me put it back here. Y'all can start clicking. Two. I don't know what two is. Three. I don't know, but when you get your eyebrow arch, it give you a whole new look. So maybe when I get my eyebrow arch, my hair won't look that bad. Because I at least need to keep it up for the rest of this week. And then after this week, I can take it down. Because I got to get my hair did at the end of the month anyway for some pictures for school. Because we got to take our pictures for the school as a class. And they told us, like, we can, wear our hair down and get cute and stuff. So I want to get some did to my hair. But I don't want to get braids, because I want to get some boho box braids. But I didn't get them yet. I don't want to get them yet, because I want to get them the end of school for our penny ceremony. And so like if I go out to dinner or something, I had it because I think they cute. So I want to wait and get those then. But then I had also said, well, I got some eye-tip extensions for curly, like they match my natural hair. So I was like, well, I'll just get them put in. But then Daisha was gonna do them for me, but she said now she don't know, because they're gonna be starting cheer camp that week. So I'm just in a pickle. Don't know what to do. So, and y'all know I'm scared to get my hair flat out again, because I heat damaged it myself. But I might not have a choice, so I can look decent, because I don't want to wear a wig. It's too hot for a wig, and I'm not trying to put it on then have to be doing all that maintenance to it. Cause see, like if I had got the eye tips, all I have to do, wash and go and go on about my business. But then if I do the silk press, I just gotta wrap my hair and go on by my business too. So I really don't know what to do. I'm trying to debate, but I need to make up my mind, because if I'm gonna get the silk press, I'm gonna have to go and make an appointment with Kelly. But I do need a treatment, so maybe I should just go ahead and get the silk press. I don't know, but we gonna figure it out. I'm about to see if the place opens so I can get my eyebrows waxed. If they open, I'm gonna get my eyebrow waxed and get some gas, get some food for my granddaddy. Then I gotta go home and make a strawberry order that I forgot about, but the lady said it's fine because she don't get off until 6:30, so that's great. But yeah, it's just a lot. Oh, and I gotta film the devotion for Tuesday, I think. Yeah, I gotta film the devotion for Tuesday, and I gotta edit a vlog, and I got 3 more work assignments for school I need to get completed so I can be ahead. I'm trying to get ahead and I have to do all those assignments at one time. I did like 10 last night, so I got 3 more left. Cause 2 won't do tomorrow anyway. But the other ones they ain't due till like on down in July and stuff. But I didn't want to have all this stuff to do, so I went ahead and did it. But yeah, I hope they open. I just need my eyebrows did. So we gonna see. I'll be back. They closed, y'all. So I guess we're going to get gas and then we're going home. I really wanted my eyebrows did. And I don't want to just go to anybody. But I thought they'd be open on Sunday. Let me see. Nope, they don't open. They used to be open on Monday. They used to open back up after like 11 o'clock on Sunday. But I guess they changed their mind about that. So we about to go get gas and get my granddaddy food and we going home, I guess. Where you at, sir?
At home.
Okay, I'm finna stop by there.
You on your way now?
Yeah, I'm passing by. Well, I'm turning on your road.
Okay then, okay.
Here you go,
Thank you,
sir.
ma'am. What you going to school for now?
All right.
What you now? Just a what?
LP.
Well, already that house you get.
You can go on to a nurse practitioner and a doctor, but I ain't.
How long you got to go then?
I'll be through in August.
You got to go down there every day?
Well, now just about, because I got to go to their hospital now for clinical, so.
Got to do what?
Go to their hospital for clinical.
What hospital? Greenville?
Somerville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I go down there too. I got to go down to the mall to the hospital. I got class Tuesday. I think I go back Thursday and Friday.
Well, they both put 45 miles off. Well, they put the school is about almost 50 miles, about 48 miles, I think.
It take me like an hour almost.
We used to work down there. There's a whole lot of work down Thomasville.
Mm.
Whole bunch of it down there. We just come from the mob now.
Yeah, but I had go get me some had to go get some groceries, so I won't be spending no money.
So you what?
Buy groceries, so I won't be spending no money.
Spending money what?
Buying fast food.
Oh, you take your lunch with you?
I be cooking so I can take food to work, so I won't be buying all that stuff.
You talk with good sense.
A little bit.
Thank you, okay.
You welcome.
Why you do? One thing, when I worked downtown, you know that long time ago, we used to stop by the Walmart down there and get us a 5-piece chicken. We went for $5 then, though. You would call it, huh? Yeah. Yeah, with 5-piece chicken, yeah. Will you take your lunch every day? Soda pop too?
I don't drink.
Still talking with sin. Thank you, okay?
You welcome with your son? Oh, today's Sunday.
Huh?
I was finna say your son ain't had to work, but I forgot today's Sunday.
Yeah, you got cooking something, got something in there.
Yeah, I'm do a quick haul to show y'all what I got from Walmart. These are my favorite trash bags. The Healthy Ultra Strong. They got the Fabuloso scent. And I went ahead and got the 40 box because I know the one I normally get got 20 in. But if I gotta go through trash bags so fast. And I like these little like crouton things, like bread ends. I don't know what it is. Toast crostini. I get those because I eat them with the Spanish artichoke dip. And I got me some ground turkey. What else I got? strawberries because I have a strawberry water for today that I forgot about. What is this? Chicken breast? Yeah, chicken breast. All the meat's gonna go in the freezer. I got some chicken thighs. And I had picked for the get the Southwest salad mix like this they have. But they didn't have it and they just substituted with this. It's the avocado ranch. Hopefully it tastes alright. I guess we'll find out. Some more ground turkey. My milk better have a good date this time. Okay. Some more almond milk. And this one don't expire till August 2023. The last time I did a pickup order, and they put my milk in there, the milk was expired. And I kept forgetting to take it back. I got tomatoes for my avocado toast. And I'm gonna make some pasta one night. I had some of that. Oats for my parfaits. This is the matcha I drink. So I got 2 of these. I used to drink that the keto one, but apparently I don't know. I guess they don't sell it no more. If y'all don't know about these, if you don't know, I'm telling you. And I got me another black cherry sparkling water. What is this? Can of green beans. Cause I'm gonna make some stuffed chicken breasts with those chicken breasts. This is the pasta I use. The bones of pasta. And these are for my parfaits. And I used these when I made that marry me chicken at times and sun-dried tomatoes, so I bought some more. And I actually made some pasta and put the rest on that I had left in there, and it was really good. And I got me another one of these, the 0 calorie Minute Maid. This one is fruit punch. I still got pink lemonade one of them not open, and another flavor, I can't remember. This Natural Bliss sweet cream for my matchas. This is the yogurt I use for my parfaits. Great value. My Alfredo sauce. And I like using these. They're very convenient. I got the chicken and the steak. And this is the spinach artichoke dip. I eat with those like little toaster things. And I use this too when I make my spinach stuffed chicken. It's a nice little cheat. My cake! It's melted. I had got me a little carrot cake. I forgot I had it. This is the bread I use for my avocado toast. It's sourdough. What else? What is this? Oh, this. I got the cran apple juicy by Ocean Breeze. And these just on apples, because I gotta make apples next week. Oh, these. I got these. The room spray. They smell good. I need to spray them again. So. Yeah, they smell real good. And don't talk about that pillowcase up there because my door don't have a Let me open it. My mama swears somebody gonna be looking in here at me, so she put that on the door with a magnet because she said don't nobody need to see in here. But I keep forgetting to order me a one of those adhesive curtains on Amazon. I'll order someday. But I'm gonna put all this stuff up and now I'll be back to talk to y'all. So yeah, we headed over my cousin's house. Went to her photo studio. She take pictures. And I used to go help her from time to time. And I ain't been in a minute, so I just got through studying a little bit, so this is gonna be my break. I'm gonna go over here while she takes some maternity photos. It's hot out here. It's supposed to storm. I think it's gonna storm all week. Yeah, I still don't be looking at y'all in the lens. And how long we've been doing this? But yeah. Hair looking a little rough. But that's okay too. Try me.
You okay? Oh yeah, what did the other men?
Look, you don't mind being on the camera, dude.
She got her the podcast.
Look, I be vlogging.
What I got?
I'm getting there though. I checked my stats today. They said I done went up 10%.
I don't know if you're gonna be a real anyway.
Tell me for your Facebook. What's the name of your business?
Who?
You good?
Huh?
What's the name of your business?
She was share photos. $50 shoes.
That ain't a new.
Holy Spirit, fill me up, 'cause I already know.
Acting like I ain't got nothing to do today. Taking her time. What kind of headphones?
Like y'all having y'all.
So he could be calling you every 5 minutes, talking about how you connected to the phone. I don't even know what headphones is.
From the city, it's been so long since we've been gone. I wanna feel that summer feel, but I don't wanna go if you ain't with me.
Is there anybody in here that's been through anything? That you always...
So I just thought I'd tell y'all what I just read for my Bible study for tonight. We are reading Mark and we're on chapter 8. And I gotta tell you about the Bible. I got the Bible on my iPad. But we reading Mark. We on chapter 8, and the first verse I highlighted was verse 6. It says, "He commanded the crowds to sit down on the ground. Then he took the 7 loaves, and after giving thanks, he broke them and gave it to his disciples to set before them. Then they served it to the crowd. And I wrote beside it, for what I wrote was Jesus fed the multitude again. And I wrote, if he did it once, he can do it again. Because y'all know, like, he had already fed the 5,000. And this time he fed the 4,000. And I wrote, if he did it once, he could do it again. I also wrote, he always gave thanks, because every time he got ready to feed the multitude, when he broke the bread, he would give thanks. And all that power he had, and all the things he was able to do, all the healing he did for people, he would still thank God for providing stuff to him to be able to provide for others. And I feel like that's something that we always forget to do. Like, we get things and are blessed with things, but we forget who to give the thanks to. Then I highlighted chapter 18. And he said, when I broke the 5 loaves among the 5,000, how many baskets full of leftover pieces did you pick up? They replied, 12. When I broke the 7 among the 4,000, how many baskets full of leftover pieces did you pick up? They said 7. And that came from because they was on the boat, and the disciples forgot to take some bread with them so they'll have something to eat. And they were stressed out about it. And God told them, like, do you not remember, like when I fed the 4,000 and the 5,000, and all the stuff you had, all of what you had left over, you got one piece of bread. It's on the 12 of y'all on this boat with me. And you don't think I could feed y'all with one loaf of bread? And I fed 5,000 with, what it was, 4 loaves, 2 half many loaves, I can't remember. But, and I wrote for that, I wrote, we get in certain situations and forget the grace, and forget God's grace and power. They had no bread. It was only 12 of them. We forgot when God fed the 5 and 4,000. If we just remember what he has already done and provided, then we would have no worries. And I feel like we get in certain situations and our brains just go crazy. Y'all, we don't know what to do. We be lost and stressed out and feeling like ain't nothing good gonna come out of it and we ain't gonna make it. But then if we realize the stuff and think about the things God had already brought us through, we wouldn't even have no worries, and we'll know that we're going to make it through whatever it is that we're going through right then. Because he done even bigger. He done brought us through even bigger. He done delivered us from even bigger. Like, he was trying to get them to see. Like, he was like, what about when I fed the 4,000? What about when I fed the 5,000? So I got 1 loaf of bread and 12 of y'all. Y'all don't think I can feed y'all? Come on now. What is wrong with y'all? I bet that's what he wanted to say to the disciple and to some of us right now. And I wrote verse 24 through 25. It says, he looked up and said, I see men, but they look like walking trees. Then Jesus again laid his hands on his eyes, and he looked intently, and his sight was restored, and he saw everything clearly. And that was when it was a blind man. He came to Jesus and begged for Jesus to heal him. And Jesus healed him. The first time he did it, he had vision, but it was blurry. Everything just looked like trees. And then God, touched his eyes again, and he looked more intently, and it made him able to see again. And I wrote, if we seek God and look for him intently, and everything will become clear. And I didn't know that for myself until I found God. Like, God will try to talk to you when he's trying to bring you in, but you're not going to be able to hear him until you're seeking him fully for yourself. So once I started to seek God for myself, and then I was able to hear him more clearly, and I can see the things he was trying to tell me more clearly, everything else became more clear. So that's what, from there I got, if we just only seek God and look for him intently, then we'll only be able to see more clearly. And y'all, when I began to see stuff for what it really was, after I really began to follow Jesus and get in my word, I was like, God, your mind will be opened up, and so many more things will be clear to you. And not only that, you will be able to hear God more clearly and know when he's talking to you and what he's telling you to do. So seek him, and seek him intently. And then I didn't write anything, but I just highlighted verse 31. So he began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer many things, but be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the scribes, and be killed, and after 3 days he would rise again. That's when he just was giving the disciples the warning of what was to come with him dying and all the stuff he would endure before he died on the cross. Then I highlighted 35 through 39. For whoever wants to save his life will lose it, and whoever will lose his life for my sake and the gospel's will save it. For what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and forfeit his life? For what can a person give in exchange for his life? For whoever will be ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, the Son of Man will also be ashamed of him when he comes in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. And I wrote, I think this means to give up self and obtain Christ, that way living for him and doing his will, and I will save my life eternally. And like it said, like, if you give up, and a lot of people, that's what we mess up at. We don't want to give up the things of the world and, you know, the things we're used to doing because we feel like it's more fun. And it's a girl I watch on YouTube, and she mentioned that in one of her vlogs, was like, she can't read the Bible because it's not fun. And I'm like, what? But, I mean, like, you have to make it fun. You have to do it in a way that will make you want to keep reading. Like, I read my Bible all the time anyway, but it's like now I'm more intrigued since I'm in this Bible study group, and like I got people to talk about it with, and I got people to discuss with. I think accountability partner would do very good with reading your Bible and stuff. So, like, you know, I got to read my word, you know. So, yeah, just have, I don't know what to say about it because I just don't know how to describe that. Like, she was just like, it's boring, so she don't like to read it. But hey, more power to you, sister. But God tell you to get in His word. If you don't get in His word, don't try to get in there too late. And that's all I'm saying. But yeah, and then it was like, he who prophets the word, okay. And that's what a lot of us fail at too. We want all the stuff in this world so we can be glorified by the people here on earth. And it's like we losing our soul because if you loving the stuff of the world, I don't know the scripture, but it says if you love the world, then you don't love God. And that's not exactly what it says. That's just how my memory bringing it back to me. But he says if you of the world, then you can't be of God. And to love all the things of the world and giving up everything and not following your word, then you losing your soul. He was like, what's it to gain the world and lose your soul? Because when you die, I don't want to say it, but you know. And oh yeah, like he told him, if you deny me in front of man, I'm gonna deny you at them gates. And he said on here too, like, if you deny him now, then he gonna deny you in glory with his Father. Like, and that'll be the worst thing to hear. When I get up there, I want to hear, well done, my good and faithful servant. I don't want to hear going on, I don't know you. So yeah, it's a lot to think about. We have to, do you want to live of the world and lose your soul? Or do you want to lose the world and gain eternal life? Because he said, he who loses his life, let me make sure I'm saying it right. For whoever wants to save his life will lose it, and whoever will lose his life for my sake of the gospel will save it. And that speaks for himself. So yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all what I had read for my Bible study group for tonight. That was Mark chapter 8. So yeah, y'all elaborate with me a little bit about what y'all think that I just talked about and what y'all feel like it means to y'all. I'm just highlighting 9 because I've been reading and highlighting everything and still forget where I'm supposed to read it tomorrow. But yeah, so get in y'all word. I just thought, because I've been mentioning Bible study to y'all since I started Bible study, but I never like talked to y'all about it. So yeah, when I read that, I was like, yeah, I need to tell them about this one. So yeah, I don't think y'all gonna see me no more tonight. This bun is just holding on for dear life. I just put it up because my hair had got a little dirty from the low bun that I had. So I'm like, let me do my all-time favorite top bun. So these should last me a couple days because I'm getting a silk press on Monday. I need to text her to make sure she remembers because she don't normally do hair on Monday. And that's how she forgot my appointment last time. So I need to, I'll probably text her like Thursday to remind her. But yeah, I don't think y'all gonna see me no more tonight unless I find something else interesting to talk to y'all about. But for now, that is it. Good night.